This week has been tough. It started out so good though. I fixed my garage, made great meals, got Jiggy some new things, made myself a face cleanser, had multiple viewings of my house that I'm trying to sell. But how did it go from so good to this? In this video, I get into it, how tough this process really is and how I'm coping. So the house is officially now on the market and we have 4 showings already before our open house. 3 of them are tonight. That is so incredibly exciting. The photos turned out beautiful. So I'm not surprised that people are interested in this property. So for today's agenda, we are cleaning the house. The garage door broke. I have to fix it. But other than that, it's going to be a pretty relaxing day for the most part. I just uploaded my latest video. It's doing great again. Thank you guys so much for your support and also your feedback. I read all of the comments. Thank you guys so much. This is what it's like trying to make your bed with a basset hound. She doesn't move. She just kind of looks at you. And that's okay. Just have to live with it. Sometimes she gets annoyed with me for moving her bed around too much. And yes, this is her bed. At least that's what she thinks. So I have 3 showings today, starting from 6 p.m. all the way to 8:45 p.m. Best case scenario, I'm not in the house while people are viewing the house, and neither are my pets. So the problem is I have to be somewhere else for that almost 3 hours of time. And it is negative. What's the weather today? It's super cold. It was a low of -20, so it's freezing outside. So here's my plan. I'm going to take Dempsey and Jiggy with me. We are going to step out and visit some friends during that time, just not be here. One time, Kale and I viewed a home when we were looking for houses in Midland. We were looking to move out of our small house, so we were looking in Midland first. But one of the houses we viewed had not just the owner in it, but her pets in it, and her friend or neighbor was also there, just sitting in the kitchen. And the weirdest thing was, I mean, okay, understandable if you can't find a time where your house is empty. I get it, we're all busy, but the kicker was that the friend didn't even look up or acknowledge us. You didn't say hi or anything. So it was just a weird vibe. We didn't end up buying that house. And then we have one more showing on Saturday and then our open house. But it's pretty exciting to have all these showings booked. I also reached out to my wholesale customers and they are buying up a lot of my stock. I've already sold all of my soap, all of my, what else did you buy? All of my lip balms, all of my sugar scrubs, all of my bath bombs, and all of my body butters. So all that's left now are candles and lotion, I think. So whatever I don't sell off to my wholesale customers, that will be up on my site. And then that's it for who knows how long, but I will continue to ship out my handmade gifts to my golden bubbles. I can make stuff and ship stuff at a very small capacity, but there's no way I'll be able to do what I was doing when I had my business running. So I have to pack those big wholesale orders. Once that's done, then I will ship out my products. So right now I'm just in just waiting mode, because you never know when the text is gonna come through that, oh, someone's requesting a booking at this time, and I have to gather my animals and get out. So I have to send that invoice to my wholesale customer after lunch. Good morning, guys. It is open house day. My realtor should be arriving any minute now. The whole house is clean. Oh my gosh, it has been such a whirlwind. We've had 4 showings so far and no offers yet, so the waiting continues. I was telling Kale last night that there has been so much going on for the past couple of days that I just kind of feel like I'm in a hangover right now, like an emotional hangover, because I don't know, it's like that high of things happening back to back is gone, and now I'm just in this weird waiting period, purgatory, where nothing can happen until we sell this house, which technically could be months. I hope it's not, but you never know with real estate. And the market is just so weird right now. It's so hard to predict anything. The open house is for 3 hours, so I have to take Jiggy with me. And I think I'm gonna take her to PetSmart. We have to get her a new collar. And then I'm just gonna spend the 3 hours hanging out with my cat, taking her around pet-friendly places. I got this cat carrier from PetSmart and I love it. I know you don't like this. You are such a good sport, Jiggy. Aww. I just dropped MC off at the pet sitters, and we figured it was a better idea for her to spend the night there because I'm going to a party that my friend's hosting for the Oscars. And so with everything going on, I think it's just better for Dempsey to be in one place away from the chaos. So that's where she is. So hopefully my realtor comes soon so that Jiggy and I can get going. Okay, we are here at the PetSmart, and two things. I realized that the cat carrier that I bought that I loved so much initially has a huge flaw in its design. There's one part of the bag that is open and it doesn't close, it's just kind of like folded over, and I discovered this because Jiggy was attempting an escape, and when I saw what she was doing, she got me pretty good over here. So that's one thing I'm gonna grab at PetSmart is a cat carrier that isn't soft like this so that she can't bust out of it. And I was gonna take her inside of PetSmart, but I'm afraid she's gonna escape her cat carrier, so I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna grab her cat carrier and her collar, and then I'll come right back out. So this is exactly what I need. Something with a hard top that is inescapable. Then over here, oh my god, look how cute this is. What should I get for Jiggy? So tempted to get her a bow tie like this. Oh, this is for kittens. Oh, it's so hard to pick. Oh my gosh, I love this one. This is the winner, Stars and Moon. Okay, so here's the carrier. I got the worker there to snap off or cut off the tags for me so I can assemble it in here. This should be pretty straightforward. So we did it. I still have to attach the bolts, but I think for now the latches should be fine. And let's transfer Jiggy to this more secure home. Let's open the door here. How cute is that? This is a quick release collar, and it's in the shape of a cat head. And this little star charm over here. Okay. The flaw of this cat carrier is up here. There's no way to secure this flap down, so a cat can escape pretty easily that way. Lunch today, I got McDonald's drive-thru so that I can eat in the car here with Jiggy. We have fries, and my go-to is a Filet-O-Fish no tartar. Look at this sad looking sandwich. It's not even in the center. That's okay, it's still delicious. I usually don't eat this bad. Just not really prioritizing my health right now. I need a new cleanser, so I decided to just whip one up for myself using my ingredients that were in storage, but I've pulled them back out so that I can do this today. Ever since I got the shea butter surfactant in the HBBG conference goodie bag, I've been trying to figure out what to do with something like this. Shea butter surfactant is a lot like cocamidopropylbutane, but because it's derived from shea butter, it's a lot more conditioning, which is a good thing because surfactants are cleansers and they tend to strip away your body's natural oils. This is what my written recipe looks like, literally 3 steps. So simple. And even though it is for myself, I'm still gonna be working on a sterilized surface and I'm still gonna wear gloves. I'm still wanting to make a good product. The First step, I'm going to be mixing my surfactants together, and in addition to the shea butter surfactant, we're going to be using foaming apple. And you really don't want to use shea butter surfactant on its own. It's really not going to make the best bubbles that are stable and large. It's when you pair surfactants together, that's when you get that lathery magic that you're looking for. And if you are going to be mixing surfactants together, make sure that you are mixing compatible surfactants together, ones that work well with one another. Foaming apple does not smell anything like apple. Simply Ingredients was a vendor at the conference, and their staff there was excellent and so knowledgeable. Ooh, so this surfactant's a little thicker than what I was expecting, which is good because I have a more controlled flow coming out of the bottle here. This smells like shea butter. It has that nutty, musky smell. We're gonna be adding some glycerin. This is a great humectant, draws moisture to your skin and also helps with your skin barrier. 1,3-propanediol, and polyquat, another great humectant. Polyquat is conditioner, and you see this in a lot of hair care products. This provides shine, softness, and anti-static and anti-frizzing, but we are going to be using it for our face cleanser today because we want those conditioning properties for our face. This is another very thick product. You can have a pretty good control when it comes out of the bottle. I'm entering the phase of my business where I'm trying to make products and thoroughly test them, making several different versions of the same product so that I put the best version of it out to market. I talked a little bit about this in, I think it was the conference video, where I just really want to level up my business and not launch things so fast like I usually did. So this is our first group of ingredients, and I'm going to give them a nice gentle stir to not kick up a ton of bubbles, because the ingredients that cause the lather and the bubbles are in this group here, and if you aggressively mix it, you're gonna kick up a ton of extra bubbles that you don't want. So I'm just gonna be gentle and stir slowly until everything is incorporated. So for the next set of ingredients, this is where I'm going to add my water and my preservative and a little bit of Olive M300 because I want some more moisture in this face cleanser. When I was formulating this, I wanted it to have some rosemary in there as well because I absolutely love rosemary, and I don't have any fragrance in this cleanser. I don't like putting fragrance in my face care products because my face skin is pretty sensitive. And rosemary floral water as the slightest scent of rosemary into this product. So just pouring water in here caused bubbles to kick up. These should settle down in a little bit. I love how this smells. I find the scent of rosemary so soothing. There goes the Olive M. And last but not least, we are going to add our preservative. We're going to be using Liquid Dermal Plus today. Just slowly mix it all together. And all of these ingredients are pretty water soluble, so you won't need an emulsifier to bind all of the ingredients together. And if I were to add a little bit of fragrance oil to this, the Olive M300 acts as a solubilizer, and that helps to bind that fragrance oil to the water in this cleanser. This smells amazing. And because we're not adding any thickeners to this cleanser, we're gonna have to use a foamer bottle to get it to foam. And I have foamer bottles that I got from Fizz Fairy, and they work really, really well. Oh no! Always overfill it. Oh man, it's mostly the foam coming out though. Feels really gentle. I'm excited to use this tonight. Another thing you should be doing when you make stuff like this is to test its pH, because our skin loves a very specific range in terms of pH, and if you go too high or too low, then that can cause havoc on your skin. So make sure that you're testing the pH of your skincare products to make sure you don't wreck the balance of your skin. All of these ingredients, I think, instead of putting them away to where they were before, I'm gonna put them in a special drawer because like I said, I want to continue formulating and making on this channel and showing you guys what I make. Walks in with a mischievous grin. It all fades to black. Alright, let's see how these chicken legs turned out. But I do miss Kale's cooking though. We have a showing today. We had a showing yesterday, but they canceled, and we haven't received an offer yet from the open house or any of the showings that have gone on. Kale and I have discussed the scenario of this house sitting on the market for months, and if it does stay on the market for a while, we're okay with that. We understand with the current economic situation, maybe that's finally hit Calgary, who knows. Kale and I don't have to sell this house quickly, which is a blessing. We can afford to stay here for however long it takes to sell this place. And Kale and I have a visa process going on right now. I don't have the visa yet, so really the longer it takes, the better for that situation. And it's nice to live in such a clean house. Keeping this house clean every day isn't too big of a chore, and it's really enjoyable to live in. I love this house. House hunting in the States, we've put that on pause until we sell this house. What is that sound? Because when we do find that house, we want to make our offer really strong, and we don't want to have that contingency of selling our house, because yes, the seller could accept that, but they also might be spooked by that and not accept our offer. So it's better to not find something we love and to be disappointed, and to just wait and be patient. That's been so hard for me. When it comes to a lot of my big decisions in life, they've always happened really fast, and this slow waiting has been quite an adjustment. And without Kale here, it's hard to be distracted from that feeling, from that need of go, go, go. I have to force myself for the first time in a long time to just slow down, slow down. For those wondering what I've been up to with Kale gone, I went to an Oscar party the other day with my friends at their house, and it was so fun. It had been so long since I'd watched the Oscars, and I didn't really know most of the movies that were nominated, but my friend had printed out these scorecards, these bingo cards, and these like tracker sheets where you can pick who would win each category, and they made it even more fun by using these poker chips so we can bet on who we thought would win, and it just made it so much fun. I had such a good time. I also went to the Ship and Anchor on a Wednesday night to see my friend perform in his band. His band is called the Evergreen Standard, and I have all of the links to their social media down below. It was such a cool moment to see someone you know up on stage singing and performing, and the crowd there was amazing. There were about 3 bands that played that night, and his band was the best by far. This is not just bias. I actually think he did really, really good. So that's what I've been doing. I think it's super important if you live alone to get out there and not spend all your time in your house. It can feel really claustrophobic and lonely. I also have plans for St. Patrick's Day. I have plans on going to a dog park with a friend, and yeah, just keeping my days busy, I think, is gonna be very, very important moving forward. Otherwise, I just might go crazy talking to my pets all the time, but I do that anyways, even if Kayla's here. So we have the showing at 5 o'clock today. Hopefully they don't cancel or not show up at all, which was the case for yesterday's showing. That's frustrating. Before that, I have a big wholesale order that I have to get together, but I'm going to use the time now to package all of the products and hopefully have that package ready to ship out tomorrow. And I also have a wholesale order that I have to draft an invoice for and send to my wholesale customer. So it's a pretty busy day. But first, coffee and Wordle, and then I'll get going. Woo! Got it in 3. Hey guys, so the house has been on the market now for, it'll be almost a week tomorrow, and today I had 2 showings. One of them didn't show up, and the other one, they arrived 15 minutes earlier than the expected time, so it was just a big mix-up. Very frustrating actually, because I like to spend time getting the house ready to be shown, and there's so many things to remember, so when that person showed up 15 minutes early, I couldn't get my pets out of the house because they were now blocking my car. I had to take Dempsey for a walk while they looked at the place, and I had to apologize to them, and that whole thing just, it really taints a viewing, so it's just been just hard. And then having someone not show up, I've had a couple that have done that, just not shown up at all to their showing time. I've had a lot that show up at the very, very end of their booking time. This process has been just really draining, cleaning the house every single day, waiting for a showing to come in, preparing for that showing, and having that person not show up. That's been one of the hardest things. I think that has been one of the hardest things, is just the waiting. So the other couple times I've put a house on the market, it's always sold really fast. People who have booked their showings showed up at the time they said they were going to show up. So this is a whole new experience for me. It has been pretty negative, to be honest with you. I didn't realize that putting your house on the market, you're going to be just, I feel like, not taken seriously by people looking at your house. They just think of those times as, maybe I'll show up, maybe I won't. And if I don't show up, I'm not even going to bother canceling. And they don't realize there's real people at the end of that waiting for you and preparing their home for you. And because I've had bookings, I haven't been able to get my business stuff done. And even though I'm putting my business on hiatus, there are still packages that I need to get out the door to my wholesale customers. There's so many little tasks that I'm putting off because, I have showings today and I don't want to bring all of my stuff out. Today's a great example. I wanted today to be the day I got a lot of my wholesale packaged up and ready to get out the door, hopefully by the end of this week. And I also wanted to have that content in this video. I wanted to show you guys me packaging a wholesale package, and I wasn't able to do that. I know that there's a lot bigger things to be worried about. I'm just being honest about my feelings, and this process has been tough, and it's only been a week. It's hard to imagine months and months of this, but that could be my reality moving forward. And I think everything is just that much harder because I'm by myself. I don't have Kale here. I think that's just taking a big toll on me right now. I can't wait for this whole process to be over. It's really, really tough. I'm sorry this video has been all over the place. It's been hard. I'm hoping this weekend coming up will be better, and I hope that tomorrow will be better. I don't have any showings booked as of this moment, so hopefully I can spend all day tomorrow editing this video to get it up by Friday, and then it's to the point now where I don't even want showings booked. That's so weird. Like, I want this house sold, but at the same time, it's just the whole process has been so just, okay. I got this. Hopefully the next video will be more positive. Thank you again for watching and for following me on this journey. This would be a lot harder without your support and well wishes. Thank you guys.